Hi, and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. If you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Nikki Kirk, your Amazon bestie, and today I'm going to walk you through my top 20 products from Q4 2023. I just got back from Dallas 2 days ago, and I'm sitting here to record this video. That Dallas meetup was so much fun. I love a good, happy hour mixed with games. I did only play a little bit of shuffleboard, but it was so much fun just to chat with you guys and get to know you. Half of you were from Dallas area or the Texas area. I know some of you, shout out Avery and Rock, who drove up from, or down, I can't remember, from another place kind of far away. But anyways, from Texas. So it was really fun, and the rest of us all flew in to meet there. I have another meetup happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, June 8th, if you would like to join there. I will have in-person one-on-ones available as well as just the meetup, which I know as of right now we have the escape room, and then we'll have another happy hour of sorts. If you have ever done an escape room, my first one was the Meetup Michigan, and it was so much fun. And I'm like, yeah, let's do another one. Like, it was so much fun. Anyways, all that to say, I would love to see you at a meetup and meet you in real life, in person, and chat about all things Amazon. It really is like hanging out with your coworkers, and since we don't really have coworkers for the most part, it really is that incredible experience to have that commonality and also just like learn, get to know each other, see how we can grow our businesses. You never know what you're going to learn at one of these meetups, so it's a great time. All right, this video today is sponsored by Sellerboard. You know I love them. They are a partner on my You're Selling podcast, and they are really amazing and simple to know your Amazon numbers. You're going to see the dashboard throughout this video. If you want to see a full how to use Sellerboard 101, I literally walk you through the whole entire dashboard. I'm going to link it below, and I'll put it up here if you're watching on your mobile app. But it really is the best software. It's affordable, and to me, it's a must, because if you don't know the numbers, you don't know what's going on in your business, all the different fees Amazon is adding and throwing our way, do you really know if you're making any money on this products you're selling? And if you don't know, you should know, because you won't be in business long if you don't know your numbers. Take it from me. All right, so let's dig into the top 10 products. So in this video, I'm going to do top 20, and I'll tell you why as I go. Now, I'm just going to say this right off the top. I'm not going to be able to show you. I think there's one I can show you from my top 10. The reason is because they are all my own bundles, or they're things I replan year after year, and they do get shared in the Bolo group. So if you're in the Q4 Bolo group this year, 2024, I know it'll get shared there because it always does, but it is an annual replan, and it's for Q4 replan, and always does really good. So I can't wait. The Q4 doors for 2024 will be opening at the end of August, so stay tuned for that. But Q4 is the absolute best time of year, but my bundles specifically made this last year extra awesome. Okay, so if you watched my past video where I did 2022 recap, then you will know that my toy bundle, the very first bundle I ever made, was my number one product. Now, let me just go, and we're going to start back in 2022 because I think it helps explain why my top products this year or this last year were all bundles. So let me jump into the Sellerboard dashboard. So I already have it filtered to my 2023 Q4, so October through December. So if you don't know, Q4 literally stands for quarter four. It's a business term, and retail uses it also because retail is business, but it's a business term of quarters. So normally like a fiscal year is a calendar year, but some companies have fiscal years that start on different months. So it might be April to March, whatever that company uses. But for most part, most people use a calendar fiscal year. So what that means is Q1 is January through March, Q2, Q3, and then we get to Q4, which is October to December. I don't know why I'm brain farting, but okay, so that's what Q4 is if you didn't know. But technically, I call September the bonus Q4 because that's when we're starting to get all of our Halloween stuff selling. And so it really is like the little bonus, and it's a slow ramp up. So September will be real good. October will be even better. November is going to be crazy. And then December hits, and it's like Profit Palooza, and it's really awesome, which is why everyone and why I do a whole Q prep series. So that'll be coming this summer. We'll get started into the Q4 prep series, but Q4 is the best time of the year for an Amazon seller. A lot of us are struggling right now as Amazon sellers. I am. If you are too, you're not alone. There are many community members have also shared that they are struggling. So if you're struggling, I care, but I also don't care because Q4 is around the corner, and as you're going to see, it's highly profitable. Okay, so this is my Q4 of 2023, how I did. So in 3 months, I did $126,000 of gross sales for $31,737 of profit. 3 months, you guys. That's 3 months, and basically that's dang near, like, I'm sure, what's a normal salary these days? If we say 60,000, that'd be over half of a salary that I'm making in just 3 months. So that's why Q4 is amazing. But I wanted to go back and show you Q4 2022 because I think it's going to help show the picture. So Sellerboard makes it very easy to select the dates and the time frames that you want to see. So I'm just going to select October to December 2022, and now you can see it's giving me this custom range right here. So last year, 2022, I did even better than 2023 because I had a lot of high-end beauty products that I was able to find from a local discount store, liquidator type store. And that's why my 2022 was my best Q4 ever. 2023 was, I'm not mad about it. It was great. So you can see I did 168 and then 44,000 gross profit. Here is my toy bundle right here at the top. $11,000, almost $12,000 of profit from that one bundle. And I did not know what I was doing. I just made up a bundle. I picked a hot toy. I added other things to it. I listed it. I did it the GTIN exemption. I did the brand, so it's a generic. I'm still selling it to this day. This was 2022, so I'm still selling it. That Q4, it made me that much money. So obviously, if I'm a smart businesswoman, which I am, I'm going to lean into what is making money. And when I saw how this product that I created all on my own, my little baby, did that much money, of course, Q4 2023, I made even more bundles. And guess what? They did great as well, which is why, like I said, I needed to show this part to explain the next part of why my top 10, I got to do the count, but I think 7 or 8 of them are all my own listings. Okay, again, using Sellerboard real quick, we're going to go boop, 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 back to Q4 of 2023. Again, this is just the dashboard, the tiles view right on Sellerboard. It makes it super simple to know all your numbers. So again, my top profit, this is again my toy bundle. And you can see I advertised it ever so slightly. I didn't have to advertise it the first year. I did advertise it this last year because there's a lot of other sellers now that also have that item. I'm not advertising it anymore. It sells when it sells. I've got like 10 of them left or something. So I know they're going to sell. I'm not really worried about when they sell. I just have them here. They're FBM. So what is that? Just about half of what it did the last year, it did this year. Because obviously it's not as hot as it was the year I got it. I got a hot toy brand. I made my own bundle. Just keep that in mind. They did almost 14,000 in gross sales, only 2 refunds. And then you can see my margin is 40% and my ROI is 166%. That margin, and you'll see that on number 2, if you just are taking a look at my margins, you can see pretty much the only way to get a margin that high is by creating your own listings, because just doing retail arbitrage and even the wholesale models, most businesses are probably only making 10 to 15% margins, but retail arbitrage sellers, you'll be really good at like 25, maybe even get up into pushing up to 30. But other than that, it's really hard on a consistent level to get margins that high. But when you make them yourself, again, you're going to see how you can create your own margins and all this profit. So 116% ROI. The ranking is like 400 something right now. Again, because it's not selling like hotcakes right now because it's not Q4 right now. If I click in, you can see all the different breakdowns. You can see shipping costs because I am shipping them myself. You can see the breakdown of Amazon fees. These are all the different things you can see right in Seller Board, making it super easy to get a clear picture. So if I had, I could do this actually. I don't know why I haven't done it. It just occurred to me right now. I was going to say if I had a polybag cost, you could add a cost to this product, but I have to buy special boxes for this from Uline. So I could add in that cost right in Seller Board in the expense tab and pick this product. Like this is the cost that goes with this product, and it's going to calculate it in to really give me the true picture. I just have never done it that way. Literally, like I said, it just popped into my head right now. Luckily, the way they're shipped to me from where I get them is most of them are already boxed, but every once in a while they're not boxed, so I do have to add a box cost to that. Product number 2, again, another bundle that I made. So this one is, so the first one is a toy bundle. This one is like a home bundle. I sold 267. This is a bundle I made, I think in September or October of last year. It's a holiday bundle, so it's not selling right now. You can see I still have one in stock. I did $9,000 of sales. It made me profit $3,792, 178% ROI. Can I get a yes? Like that is what happens when you create your own bundles. I know you guys are probably, I don't know if you're sick of me. Hopefully you're hearing like the encouragement of, maybe that's something I should do, because making your own listings is really a way to get around these price tankers. And when you have trouble sourcing retail arbitrage, when it's dry, kind of like it is in this April, like it's just, you're going to make your own products and make your own. Don't be scared. Just do it. It's not hard, I promise. So you can see the cost of goods on it was only $2,000, which is where that almost 200% ROI. And again, 42% margin on that one. So product number 3, this is another toy bundle that I did, a new one for this last year. So this was another hot brand for last year. I used the same system that I used to create the first bundle, and then I created this bundle. Now this year, my products I do have my brand registered. So I did the trademark process. I have Amazon brand registry for my brand on Amazon. So now I'm able to list them not as generic. So just something to keep in mind, the brand registry takes a little bit to get all the way through. It's like a year and a half, I think, the whole process. So it's something to consider. If you see that your bundles are working, you might want to go ahead and do brand registry because it protects you. You'll be able to kick people off your listings and all that kind of stuff. So this is another, again, I use the same formula as my successful bundle. I'm always learning from what I've done in the past to help me make decisions to make more money in the future. So I sold 64 of those. I still have a bunch of them in stock. $5,700 in sales. Cost of goods, they cost me $2,200 for all of them. I made $2,000. So this one is a retail arbitrage bundle. So my margin is a little bit lower, 35% margin and 90% ROI. But again, I'm not mad at it. I didn't advertise it at all. These all sold just organically with the keywords and making, robust copy for my bundles. But Amazon's AI really helps you do it. So all you have to do is put in a couple sentences about it, which you can get from another website. Use Amazon's AI. Make sure it's all correct because they get a little crazy sometimes. But if it's all correct, voila, you have done it. You don't have to be a keyword SEO specialist. The AI really can help you. So definitely take advantage of that. Again, so I didn't advertise it. The cost of goods, you can see the Amazon fees. Probably maybe I would have made more if I had done an FBM, but I just wanted to get them all into the warehouse. During Q4, I send as much stuff into the warehouse as I possibly can because I need as much time here to go sourcing that I don't have time spent packing up a bunch of FBM. I do FBM, a lot of FBM during Q4, but anything I can send in, I do send in. Product number 4 is very similar to product number 2. It's basically a variation, only I didn't make a variation. I just added a new listing for it. I sold 139 of them, 5 refunds. You can see the refunds are not outlandish, so I didn't get a whole lot of refunds. Cost of goods, $900 for all of the things I sold. Product number 5 is a discontinued pad type item, and that's what I'm going to tell you. So I got it. I might share it with you one day, but I got it from a local discount liquidator, the same one that I got the makeup the year prior. So it's consistently on my loop to stop in there and see what they have. But I took a chance. So actually what's interesting about this product is that it's like a pack of I think the listing says like a pack of 36, but technically I had a pack of 48. And so since I'm giving the customer more, I went ahead and I listed on that listing, and I was able to sell 98 of them, $800 cost, and I made $1,215 of profit. This was a straight retail arbitrage find, 40% margin. That is a beautiful thing, and why I love the local liquidators and discount stores. The rank is still really good on this one, so if I find it, I will definitely be replanning it. I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to find it. The last 5 products, so products 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, these are all the same brand. They are at retail arbitrage. They are Christmas themed, and they are always a solid replen. What I did last year was I dug in and I found a source where I could buy them wholesale. And so that's what I was doing with these last year. So I was buying whatever I could at retail arbitrage, but I was able to get a whole lot more with the wholesale model. So I sold 30, 49, 35, 51, and 35. These are things that you can see the profit right here. The margins are pretty good. Some of them are the little bit lower side, but hey, I'm not shying away from 30% ROI. 30% margin. You can see the ROI is 80%, 76%, well above my 50% minimum. But these, again, they're always something along the lines, whether it's the exact lead or the branch lead, is always shared every Q4. So definitely consider joining the Q4 group when it opens this August. But yeah, these are amazing. You have to think outside of the box. So retail arbitrage is great. It's amazing. I'm not going to stop sourcing. I absolutely love sourcing. I would, to be completely honest, rather be sourcing today. But I love sourcing, but I'm wanting to grow and scale my business. So I'm looking for opportunities. One is to reach out to the companies specifically and see if they'll let you buy from them. See if you can find a distributor for them. You're going to have to think outside of the box to really grow and scale. So I'm doing a combo of a bunch of different things. I'm looking for distributors, wholesalers, making my own bundles, making bundles out of the things I get from distributors, all of it to grow my business and supplementing it with the retail arbitrage, because I'm not going to shy away from profit and money. That's what I'm trying to do here, right? Is make money. Hopefully that's what you're trying to do. And so having as many different income streams and ways to make money all within one Amazon selling business is really going to help you diversify your Amazon business. So those are my top 10, okay? My total, I wrote it down. It's already in the thumbnail, right? You already know this. $17,000 and $18. I don't even know how to say that. $17,000, 18. That's how much profit I made from 10 listings. 5 of them were bundles that I created, and it all started from trying it, testing it out the first year. The first year I bought 3 of them from Target. I got them from Target. I got 3 of them from Target, and I just tested it. As soon as they sold, I was like, oh, wait, I think I'm onto something. And then I got more and more and more, and I replenned and I replenned and I replenned. And it all started with the test. So don't be scared of doing bundles. Don't be scared of testing out different things for your business. Every little bit of money you can make and everything you learn, even if it cost you money and you made a bad mistake, it's all going to help you learn and grow in the end. Now I want to go to my next 10 products. So we're going to cover the whole top 20 in this video. So the first 10 made $17,000 profit. The second 10 made $3,147 profit for a grand total of $20,000 from top 20 items. Okay, so you can see the big difference. 17,000 making my own bundles. 3,000, these are all going to be retail arbitrage finds. So are your wheels spinning yet? I hope they are. Okay, on these ones, I am going to show you some of the products. So if everyone who was like, ugh, Nikki's awful, she's not showing anything left, we will now share the products. Okay, so these are, I'm going to share the Bolos that were from last year, and some of them are the leads I was sharing. And if you were in the Bolo group, you know, I was like, look out for these things anywhere you could. Okay, so this one, product number 11. During Q4, I sold 40 of them. There was a little bit of, not price tanking necessarily, because this one never really tanked in price, but it did flux. Like it would go up to, it looks like I was selling it for 35, or I am currently selling it for 35, but I think I was selling it for 49 or 39. It would just flux, and I have a repricer, so it would just flux with whatever the price was at is set to my repricer. So even the margin, 25% margin, at the end of the day, 60% ROI, not great. Like, obviously I'd rather have 100, right? But it's well above that margin is perfect for me. 25, yes, all day. And then it's over 50% ROI. So that's good. It is these Pet Simulator 2-packs. It's the one little blind box. It was series 1. Now they're on series 2 and it's a blue box. So it's different. There may be listings. So maybe Bolo. I don't know. I haven't seen any. I haven't been selling them, but it may be a Bolo. It was a lead shared again by me in the Bolo group because it was doing amazing. I think they were $12 at Target, but then it came down to $9 at Walmart, and we just listed them together. So right now they're not making any money, which is a real shame because they're hard to find. Like these people might as well raise their price, but I was selling them for $38, not 50% ROI, but they were selling amazing. And so you can see I did $431 of profit on that. Item number 12 is another bundle I made. So this one was super seasonal. I didn't expect it. You can see it did well. Like I sold 60 of them, but it was in and out of the stores. I didn't realize it was going to be so in and out of the stores, but this was a solid Bolo. I don't know why I keep saying Bolo bundle that I made, and it cost me $800. I made almost $400. My ROI wasn't great on it. So what happened was I got it from Walmart. I made the bundle. It sold. So then I started ordering more from Walmart. And what I didn't realize was that I wasn't making as much money as I thought I was, because I started off FBMing them and then I ended up sending them all in FBA, which is normally what I will do with a bundle. I'll start FBM and then I'll go into FBA when I see it sells. But because it wasn't making as much money, and because it's my own brand, other sellers were able to list on it because I wasn't fully trademarked and I couldn't kick people off the listing just yet. It did tank a little bit. But at the end of the day, if I can find a replen that's consistent, and even though it's making under 40%, under 50% ROI, I'm still going to take that almost $400 profit I made, right? So there's some gives and takes. Like if you can make a bundle and you can find it and get it easily, that might be worth it to take a little bit of a hit on the margin or the ROI. It's your business, it's your call, but for me, it's worth it because I would love a consistent sell like that, right? Item number 13 is again one of those Christmas items I was talking about. I sold 48. This is actually a listing I made on my own with the stuff. It's the same brand, but I made my own listing for it. 48, I sold total 85% ROI, 31% margin. The next one is, this was the same, it's the same product. So it's the Pet Simulator, only it's a single pack. So this was a 2-pack. I was also listing on the single pack for them. So that one, I've sold 39 of them and I made 365. You can see the drastic change of profit, right? My own bundles, that was where the money was. That was where I was focusing. I'm also doing retail arbitrage because why would I just leave money on the table? But you know what I'm saying? So are you picking up what I'm putting down? Make your own bundles. The next one, number 15, is another Bolo that I shared in the group. It's currently sold out, but this was something, it was like a random thing I saw at Home Goods while I was scanning at Home Goods, and I couldn't believe it. I'm pretty sure I sold it for $27 and I got it for $7.99. So this one did really well, and I shared it in the Bolo group because it was doing really well. I literally was buying everything that I could find of them, and I really only ever found them at Home Goods, but I'm a fan of grocery category in general. Toys, grocery, beauty is like where my sweet spot is, where I like to source. There's a lot of different categories out there, and some sellers do really well with like automotive or home improvement. I just don't care to source them, so I don't source them. But you can see, so cost of goods, $287. I made $350 on those. Still has a good rank, even though it's sold out. The next one is another one of those Christmas bundles. It cost me $500. I made $345 on that one. Sorry, not Christmas bundle. I'm gonna get this right. That was a Bolo. One of the Christmas brand Bolos. And then we've got product number 17. Again, it's sold out right now, but this was another Bolo. This one was from TJ Maxx that somebody shared in the group. There is no way I would have ever scanned this at TJ Maxx, which is why a Bolo lead list group is so important. I have the Bolo group. It's open year round. The Q4 specific one that's open only during Q4, that's coming in August. But if you want to join the Bolo group today, you'll get things like this. Like nowhere, never in my imagination would I have stopped to scan this weird white box that was in the beauty section. I don't know why. I just can tell you that I wouldn't have. But because someone shared it, it was selling for $80. I think we got them for $29 at TJ Maxx. This was a solid, good lead that someone shared, and I, of course, ended up profiting, which is how the Bolo group works. So for that one, I only ever found 6 of them. Oh, sorry, it was $16.99, and it was selling for $80. So I made $250 just from that one lead someone shared. 52% margin, 245% ROI. There is so many good Bolo leads shared, and if you're using them right, like, you know how I kept mentioning I have this different Christmas brand? Even if someone just shared the one brand, the one item from that brand, if I only looked for that one item, I would be doing myself and my business a huge disservice because that brand has things across all different categories. So I'm scanning anything by that brand that I see because I know it made money on one thing. I'm going to branch out. That's what a branch lead is, and find other things. And that's where the Bolo group really is so helpful. So you might find this one thing from Walmart, but if you go and say, that was a condiment, I don't really scan the condiment aisles, and now you're scanning for other barbecue sauces or other mustards or whatever because that one lead let you. So while that one lead is in the group, the other things you're finding, the branch leads, that is all you, and that's just helping direct your sourcing to make it a little bit easier for you, and you're not just going in blindly down an aisle, but you have things and ideas to look for. And that's how a Bolo group can help. So my Bolo group is open year round. Like I said, it's at yoursellingguide.com/Bolo. If you would like to join it, I would love to have you there. We have monthly hangouts, live Zoom calls where we're all chatting. We just had one yesterday. This video comes out at the end of April, so there'll be another one probably mid-May. So I'd love to see you there and talk more Bolos, all things Amazon. It's a really great time. Okay, the next product, another one of those Christmas brands. Okay, so $200 I made on that one, 67% ROI, margin of 27%. Then the next item is a Halloween costume. I sold 10 of them. I did get one return, and I made $220 profit on it. Let me pull up the costume in question. Oh, I can't. So it was one of the Fortnite costumes. It was a Bolo shared, and I'm just telling you, the Bolo groups are amazing, especially if you're just hitting dead end after dead end. It's helpful to know what other people are finding, and it's also helpful to know like other people are also experiencing the same things you're not alone. It's just really great. But anyways, so Halloween costumes got hit with the toy compliance. I say toy compliance just because that's what we've been calling it forever because it was only toys, but backpacks get it now too, the compliance document request. So this was a Halloween costume that has now since been pulled on Amazon, and that's something to know as we go into Halloween this year, that they are going to get asked, the kids ones specifically, I'm not sure about the adults, but the kids ones are going to get asked for compliance documents. What that is basically a safe manufacturing document that the manufacturer or brand would be able to give you. We're retail arbitrage sellers. It's not going to be as easy for us. So if you're going to do Halloween costumes this year, make sure you do FBM because they could get pulled. And if that's the case, then at least you can just return them to Walmart, Target, or wherever you got them. So just know that Halloween costumes did get hit with that. So as we go into Q4 this year, I'm still going to do costumes because they make money and the returns aren't as bad as maybe some people think they are. But it is going to be a little trickier this year with the the compliance document requests. And my last item to share with you, item number 20, made $200, 80% ROI, 33% margin. That is a Starbucks cup. Those Starbucks cups do really well. They get shared as Bolos every once in a while, but there's a specific kind of them. If you sell them, you probably already know, but they do really well, and they do well off and on. It's one of those replens that I call like a sometimes. Like sometimes it's really good, sometimes you scan it and you got to pass, but you scan it again the next time you see it and it does good. They're really good. It's just unfortunate that the price can't be consistent, but yeah. So altogether, again, my top 20 made $20,192 profit from my gross sales. So again, here's the gross sales of 126. So you can see my total profit is 131. My top 10, those bundles and then the little bit of wholesale I messed around with, that made me 53% of my total profit from 10 items. That's how crazy Q4 is. That's how awesome it is. The next 10, that one, if I combine them all, it would be 62% of my profit was from 20 items. So identifying what the good things are in your business, knowing your business numbers, thanks to Seller Board, is all going to be really helpful in getting you to understand what's working, what's not working, so you can make those decisions on the fly. As an Amazon seller, we're always having to pivot and move with wherever Amazon is going, wherever something's like, if something's a shortage, we're obviously like all eyes on that. We're going to sell that, right? You have to be really fluid and moving, and knowing your numbers is key to being able to do that. So Seller Board has very generously given you all 2 months free, no credit card required. You just sign up at yoursellingguide.com/sellerboard or click the link in the video show notes. Hopefully this video helped you and got you thinking outside the box of like what's possible for your business, not just this year, but in Q4. Now, summer is a great time to start thinking of bundles, making bundles, testing things out, because they don't all work. I'm going to tell you right now, they don't all work. Some of them are duds, but the ones that really do work. So definitely consider that, and stay tuned. Join the Bolo group today and you'll be the first to know when the Q4 group opens. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to get Seller Board for your business. And until next week, happy sourcing.